Best story of the day for you now. He grabbed the headlines here in New York City. NYPD officer Larry DePrimo saw a homeless man in Times Square. He had on no shoes. It was freezing cold outside. So what did he decide to do? He went inside a store. He bought the man a warm pair of boots and socks. And the random act of kindness was all caught on camera by a tourist who took this snapshot. Now NYPD officer Larry DePrimo has become an internet angel, with the picture getting a lot of attention online. And Officer DePrimo is with us now. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning. Very nice to meet you.
What made you do it?
It was extremely cold that night, and you see this gentleman. I tried to offer him to buy him a pair of socks, and he said, "No, officer, but God bless you. Thank you for asking." And when I seen something like that, here it is. It's freezing cold out, and he has the heart to say, "God bless me," and I just knew I had to help him.
It was the evening of November the 14th. It was bitterly cold in Times Square, and I understand one of the things you noticed, aside from the fact that people was somebody snickering, "Hey, there's a guy on the coldest day of the year. He doesn't have any shoes on."
Yeah, that was another thing that upset me at that time that not a lot of people know about. What brought my attention to it at first was that somebody was actually making fun of him. They said, "Oh, you got no shoes," and they were laughing at him, and that's when I looked down at his feet, and he didn't even have a pair of socks on.
So you go into a shoe store, which is Skechers, and you go in there, and the employee found out what you were doing, and he gave you the employee discount. You bought not just good boots, but you bought good boots that he could actually have for a while, right?
Well, what happened when I walked in there, I said, "Listen," I was like, "I don't care about the price." I said, "We need to get him a good pair of boots." I said, "Just give me whatever it is that you have the best of." And, he came to me, he came back later, and they gave me a great pair of boots. They said, "This is all weather." And I said, "Those will do." And
what did this gentleman say to you when you gave him the boots?
When I knelt down and I surprised him. I said, "Listen, I have these pair of boots. They're in your size," because I had actually ran back to him to find out his size. I was like, I didn't find out his size there, but I ran back to him, and when I was sitting down helping him put on the boots, he just said, he's like, "Thank you, officer." He said, "God bless you, and stay safe, and thank you for doing what you're doing. You've done enough already."
We wouldn't even know about this random act of kindness, officer, had it not been for Jennifer Foster of Arizona, who is visiting New York with her boyfriend. She took that picture. She had this to say about what she saw.
I saw a New York police officer, uniformed officer, coming towards this gentleman. He did not see us, he did not see me, and he had boots in his hand. And I heard him quite clearly say, "I have these size 12 all-weather boots for you. Let's take care of you." And the gentleman sat down against the wall, and I'm telling you, his face lit up.
You know what, officer, so many people would just walk by, but you didn't. Why?
As a police officer and just as another human being, you want to help this gentleman, and I think that's something that a lot of people don't realize. Things like this happen every day.
You know what? There's a lot of people in this world that people look up to, and I hope that all the kids watching today and parents, that they will look to you as their hero and to emulate what you've done.
Thank you.
Great role
That's
model.
the kindest thing ever.
Stick around, because I want you to talk about the reaction the world has had to that picture and what Ray Kelly gave to you.
Absolutely great. Thank you.
All right, officer, what did Commissioner Kelly give you when he found out about this?
He'd given me his cufflinks, and as you can see it there, thank you. It's they're absolutely gorgeous, and they say Commissioner on there, and I'm gonna have to buy a few more dress shirts to wear these.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.